Alright, dudes and dudettes. ZR car back again with another video. It's kind of sad that I got my name from my first ZR2 and I don't even have a ZR2. Very, very sad. Wouldn't be surprised if we can correct that sometime in the future. I really like the desert sand color for the Colorado ZR2. Thought I was going to get one for a hot minute. Probably don't need it, as you can see. Thought I'd do a quick video since I got them all lined up here. So we got small, medium, and large here. And just wanted to give you guys my driving impressions. So I just adjusted the tire pressure on this bad boy, aka Bitchin' Betty. So 70 in the back and then 55 on the front. So far that looks like, I don't know the exact numbers, but I'm not getting the low pressure light with those numbers because I wanted to put it as low as I can because, yes, being a 3500 rides like a freaking tank. And it actually kind of drives like a tank too. So my dad's got a 25 or 3500, I can't remember which one. And I drove it the other day and he's like, oh, it drives really loose. And I'm just like, you know what? It actually doesn't drive that bad. I mean, even this thing's got a little bit of play in the steering wheel. And this is a 2022 with, 12,000 miles on it. I would not have expected that. I mean, I still love driving it just because it's, I just really like that diesel. But it's fun to drive. You tower over most people. Which brings me to this. Okay, so this drives just perfectly in between the two. I mean, the Trail Boss, the 2-inch lift is just a little bit more stiff than the regular RST version, and not as punishing as the 1-ton. So it's just a perfect fit right in the middle. And so this drives definitely better than the 3500. And hopefully you can see where this is going from now. This drives definitely like a car. You're going to get 2 or 3 bounces off the big dips. And on the interstate, jeez, this thing is just like a car. I don't know if it's because the clearances are lower. If you look at the overall height from the ground, this one's probably 12 to 14 inches. So after probably 12, this one's more like 8, 7 maybe, probably 8. So I don't know if it's just because it has that lower ground clearance, if it drives better because of that, but even the steering actually feels better. So it's just, you can go hands off with it and it'll drive straight for quite a long time. Probably 10 seconds with this one, maybe 20, and then this one's more like probably 10, 15 seconds, and then this one wants to wander pretty quick, less than 10 seconds. So, not sure if that helps anybody that's looking for a big truck or a medium truck, or obviously pulling with the 1-ton is just a dream. This is just a really happy medium. Like, I originally was going to order another RST because I was so freaking bent on the driving characteristics. I just loved it. It drives like a car. You get a couple bounces, blah, blah, blah. And I think this is just almost the perfect blend. I've never driven the full-size Silverado ZR2, but I can't imagine it's a whole lot different. I'm sure it's a little different with the Multimatic, but yeah, just perfect how they're lined up, how they drive. I mean, this drives like more like a car. You're getting kind of truck feel, and then obviously she drives like a tank. So this is 2022. It's got 12,000. I think I already said that. This has 2,400, something like that. I think I looked at it yesterday. 2,400 miles, and this is at 20,000. And not sure if you guys recognize, but those are the Tahoe wheels. Definitely my favorite wheel so far in the Silverado lineup. My second favorite is actually on the comes on the 1 ton and the 2,500. It's not these are just the 18s, but it's the one that comes on the LTZ, the 20s, the black 20s that come on the new 3,500 LTZ. Those are my second favorite, but these are definitely my favorite. I just love these things. Picked them up on for $1,000 with like 70 miles, and they had the tires on them too. So pretty awesome. I did have to get the TPMS sensors, and it was worth it. Still awesome. I didn't mention that these are a howler. Man, these just growl. And I think somebody said that that these Goodyear MTs actually stand for maximum traction instead of mud terrains. Right there's the MT on these bad boys. So, not sure if that's true. Maybe somebody can chime along in the comments. The other thing I forgot to mention yesterday was these off-road high clearance steps are just badass, but that Rhino liner is just, look at how dirty. I mean, I've washed it recently, and they just never get clean. So keep that in mind if you'd like to keep your vehicles clean. That off-road high clearance step is just probably not the one for you. I mean, I'm gonna try to pick up some from Marketplace for a couple hundred. So I mean, I love the steps, but can't have them looking dirty all the time. Ain't nobody got time for that. All right, so I do have some other black wheels, and if I can get the TPMS sensors to work on this one, I'll probably throw those other ones on. Even if I can't, I just don't want to waste the MT tires for the summer. I mean, that's just silly, burning them off on the asphalt, because it'll be winter eventually, I promise. But for now, this tree is looking sweet. Spring has arrived in Montucky. There was a bunch of bees on this thing the other day. Pretty cool. Anyways, they look pretty awesome lined up. I clearly have a Silverado problem. If you didn't catch the video yesterday, I talked about how badass this baby Duramax is, and I just love it. Love the baby Duramax. Couple petty Roosevelt things that I didn't like about the HVAC controls on this 2024. What else? The auto 4-wheel drive buttons, stuff like that. A couple little things. The drive selector itself is garbage. The radio, freaking garbage. But I really do believe in 2025, I think they're gonna rectify some of that. So I think I would be really surprised. Chevy knows that this thing is garbage. I mean, they just have to. So I think that's gonna go away, and I think this half screen BS will go away, because pretty much only half of it's usable. These will probably stay because they're like whatevs. But I do believe that'll change sooner than later. And I do believe that the infotainment will change. And I think they're going to like the cheaper Colorado instrument cluster on some of the stuff. So I don't think that interior is going to stay super long. But it's fine. I've already lost some money on this one, so I'll probably just have to deal with it. And that baby Duramax really makes it worth it to me. Between the color and that baby Duramax, that's why I ordered this thing. I just love that slate gray, and that baby Duramax has not disappointed. So freaking nice, man. Like 25 miles a gallon in town. If you're pushing 80, 90 on the interstate, legally, of course, it's probably going to get below 20, but you really got to try hard. You got to try hard to get this thing below 20 miles a gallon. So I had a Honda Passport, ton of videos. Most of my subscribers are from the Honda Passport because I did like a million videos on it. And that thing averaged about almost identical as this. Actually, this probably does a little bit better in town. And since this is kind of like flying a brick, I think this does a little worse over 50 miles per hour. But even at 60, I think 60, I could be wrong, but I think 60 is pretty much where it drops into that 10th speed. So even 60, this does pretty dang good. You can squeeze out 28 miles, miles to the gallon doing 60. But so they're just obviously geared a little different. The torque is just way different than the Honda Passport, but for the most part, they're averaging 25. Both of them. Sweet. So this is averaging, I think, 17.5. This is about 25, and then this one again is about 17 and a half. So, well, hope everybody has a great weekend. I think it's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. And there's an airplane. Peace. This tree smells so good. Focus, bro. Oh, come on, meow. Come get some.